everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're back for more. And if you're new, my name is Anastasia and mostly I'm making videos here on this channel for military spouses or someone who's thinking about joining the military lifestyle. But today we will be talking about my fiance and I and how we met. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but overall, generally, we will talk about it, as well as I really want to dig into what I recommend for new spouses or a new girlfriend in a long distance relationship, and of course especially in the military relationship. And then in my previous video I was basically talking about how I went to a military school and what was it like for me, how was it. It was a cool video, you should go and check it out as well. Now I went to a military school my 8th grade year, my freshman year, and then for sophomore year my parents were like, hey, how about you switch scenery, go and check out this military school in Florida. So I was like, I don't want to, but okay. So as I was at Admiral Farragut Academy, which is a naval military school, I was scrolling down Facebook and then I see a new face at How, and I was like, that's interesting. Who are you, human? I want to get to know you. I want to know who you are. So I messaged them. I messaged Simon and then I was like, hey, how do you like the school, blah blah blah. And then we actually got to talking and we started talking a lot and became really good friends. I actually decided to go back to How because I loved it better over there. So I decided to go back to my cornfields. So I came back and then him and I still talked on occasion, but not as much. Actually, he had a girlfriend at the time. I know, but I was good. I wasn't doing anything bad. Then we still kind of talked a little bit here and there, and then my dog is barking. I'll be right back. Check out this beautiful hair by Bonnie and the rug rubbing. Very beautiful. Okay, where do we stop on? So then, don't know much, but him and his ex-girlfriend, they broke up. One time, we actually took leave for a weekend, and it was him and I, and at that time, our really good mutual friend. We all went for a weekend. We stayed at Simon's house, and it was awesome. I got to honestly see a different side of him. I think this is the part of the reason where, I guess, that drew us closer. And then, when we came back, a little time passed, and then he was like,
hey, I want to talk to you.
He basically expressed his feelings about me, and then he was like,
hey, do you want to be my girlfriend?
and I was like,
yes, of course, yes.
so it was an amazing year. To be honest, I mean, I feel like that's how it is in every relationship, especially while being young. We've been through some little minor things. The year passed, senior year happened, and it was like the dream. Him and I both held high positions on battalion staff, which is like the main staff that's in charge of the whole battalion. So he was the battalion commander, he was the main of the main, the king. And then I was battalion S3, which is basically like operation planning, training, stuff like that. But then eventually I got promoted and moved up to being executive officer, which was the right hand or secondary of the battalion commander. So it was cute, you know, a couple high school sweethearts were in charge of the school pretty much, well, the cadets. It was nice. We were like homecoming king and queen, prom king and queen, all that perfect stuff. So then, you know, with our dreams and stuff we had, we're like,
Oh my gosh, he's gonna become a Marine. We're gonna live on forever and ever and have the most amazing life.
unfortunately at that time that did not happen, and we went through our stuff. It took us a few years to figure things out on and off, and some people romanticize it. They're like,
oh, well, that's kind of cute. They went through so much crap and then they came back and even stronger and better.
yes, but don't try this at home, kids. No, 10 out of 10 would not recommend. It was a learning experience, yeah, sure, that taught me and him a lot, but please don't do this. With that, I will shoot you with some facts that will blow your mind, and I hope that these key things will keep your relationship where it should be, and you shouldn't have to go through the same sleepless nights, years of worry, and I will just save you some terrible years. So listen up, girl and boy, both of you. So the number one thing that I've taught that I'm about to teach you, but the number one thing that I've learned is communicate. communicate with one another. It's the most important thing that you can possibly do, and that kind of goes into be transparent and open with one another. It is very important to just be completely open with one another and talk about things. Some things will make you uncomfortable, so you do have to step out of your comfort zone. Some things you would want to avoid, but you have to actually confront it. Another thing is, all couples fight. Everybody goes through that. So the most important thing is to listen to one another, because people have a problem with talking, arguing, protecting their point, you know, defending it, but forget to listen to another person's story, another person's perspective, and put your feet in their shoes and try to walk. Listen to one another. Try to sometimes even compromise. You also have to have a lot of faith in this relationship. Actually, the funny thing is, I recently downloaded TikTok, and when I was watching some videos, I stumbled upon like long distance relationships, and they were talking about have faith in this relationship. Know that one day you will wake up and you don't have to worry about being apart from this person. Now, regarding the military point of it, yes, sometimes he's gonna go on trainings, deployments, but that's not going to be for years that you had to wait in the past. So you have to always stay positive about things. Yes, of course, look realistically on things. What helps me, we make those little countdowns. There's like those apps where you put a certain date, and then like for what we're waiting on, it will count down and it will tell you how many days until that. And I feel like time flies faster, and it's a fun way to keep track of it. And another thing is, you should never forget to compliment one another. Either it's like, you're beautiful, you're handsome, you're smart, you can do it, you got this, you're amazing. Motivate one another. That's an important thing. Also, be goofy with one another. I'm always fun. Sometimes I know it's happening, but that's okay. That's just how it is. And he's used to it. He loves it. And so keep it fun. Be positive. But I think this is it regarding my advice on what to do, how to survive a long distance relationship or military relationship. I think out of all the things that I told you, communication, transparency, trust. I didn't mention trust, but you should always have trust in your partner. Once you'll have all of these things, you will be able to have a good relationship, in my opinion. I'm not a professional, although I do have a degree in psychology. But you know, I'm not a professional to that extent where I can give advice and you can actually take it super serious and sue me if anything. So don't try to sue me, okay? I'm just letting you know what works for me, so hopefully it will work for you, okay? I hope you enjoyed this video where I briefly talk about my life. I will go into it as we go with these videos. I can't tell you everything at once. Can't tell you all my life and expose it this way. So subscribe, hit that bell notification, so in case I decide to surprise you and be like June video on Wednesday instead of Friday, and it's something completely different. So just so you'll be in a loop, please go ahead and subscribe, put the bell notification. Also go ahead and like this video, and then go ahead and watch other videos that I have right here. Yep, right here, all of here. Watch all of them. They're amazing, they're fun. You will laugh, I promise you. And if you don't, let me know and I will fix that. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.